Alright guys, so in today's video we are going over the problem with how the testing system works for Arcane Odyssey. But if you enjoy this video at any point in time, please subscribe. It means the world to me and you can always change your mind later. And if you would like to join the Discord, you have a chance to win a Sunken Sword or 2 seasonals. And yeah, with this said, I can start talking about the testers. So funnily enough, Archrono's video literally just went up. I'm not watching it, but I watched like the first minute, and he brought up what I was just about to bring up, so I'm gonna bring it up. The real problem is the testers. I genuinely think we need to stop blaming the balance team, as the testers are just, they're stupid. And I was also going to bring up, but Archrono mentioned that what I was just about to bring up. Only about 20% of the testers are actually active. And I honestly think the current system of getting testers is heavily flawed. It's pretty much if you're buddy with Vetex and glaze the fuck out of him, you'll get a tester. And that's not how it should work. That's why there's so many, like, tester leaks that happen. Because nobody tests. The only testers just leak shit. Like, the ones that don't play are just looking at tester chat like, oh, what if I leak this? And then, the second someone points out that they're leaking, Vetex goes, no, my little angel could never do that. Because they just glaze the fuck out of him. And, like, I get it that, like, he doesn't trust people. But, like, at the same time, there needs to be an entire rework of testers. They need to work out all of the old testers and base it off of activity. I would honestly be down to be tester, but that won't happen because I'm not buddy with Vetex. I'm not friends with him. He's not friends with me. I'll ping him, he responds. That's it. Like, that's how I know stuff. He just pings me and responds. So, it's just stupid. And, obviously, it's, like, size scaling back on Storm of Arrows. The size scaling is being fixed next update, so it's going to be huge. And I feel like clan building is just going to be stupid because just everyone's going to use Storm of Arrows. So if you hate Warrior, this is a more reason to hate Warrior. But I think the real problem at hand is testers. I still find it so funny that Archrono and I were making the same video. But pretty much, I really would like to say that the testers are the issue. A lot of testers need to be either talked to or just demoted. And I obviously know this isn't my call, but that's just my idea. Because as of right now, if there are 20% of the testers active, that is a huge problem. Because there are like a couple hundred testers. Like, if I literally can just look at the roll now and there's 28 online, which already that's pretty big ass problem. There's 28 testers online. Like, I honestly just think testers need some form of fix. And another thing worth noting is some testers just have tester because they've contributed. They don't test the game. They just contribute something to the game and they'll give them, like, tester or something. Like, there's retired moderators that are testers that haven't played the game in ages. Like, hold on. I am not going to name, but I just got a random tester's name off of the bar and I'm searching. Their last message was on May 12th of 2024 at 3:40 p.m. I'm not going to put their name up, but I will put the date. May 12th, 2024 at 3:40 p.m. Let me grab another tester off of the member list that I just have never heard of because they're not active. Here's this tester who also has the friend role. So let's search them up. They have typed last on the 2nd, so that's a little bit better. Let's go look for another tester that is I've never heard of. This guy. Let's look at this one. So there are some testers that are active, and that's what we need. But if there's testers that I can just go to the bar and find people who have not typed, it's just insane. It's almost as bad as the tester's involvement in the actual balance team. Because this exact issue, I feel like, is the tester's just whining and just not trusting the balance team. Because something worth noting is the buff for that would fix Storm of Arrows and Rain of Arrows and make it like better literally would have been out shortly and they could have time to test it. But guess what? It didn't even come out. They just go, hey, what if we buff this, without going through the doc? They didn't. I'm willing to bet the tester who said, hey guys, let's buff this, probably didn't even know that there was a fix because of how dumb some of the testers are. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of good testers in my opinion, but there's also a lot of issues with the way testers work. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. There are some testers that I haven't even heard of. And like, you'd expect testers to be like people who are relatively well known or like are active. There's a tester, oh my god, there's a tester I just looked up that has 5,256 messages. They joined in 2018. For quick context, I dislike Vetcord. I have 9,970 results. I'm nearing 10,000 messages. I have nearly double this tester's messages, and they've been here since 2018. Do you have any idea how insane that is? That is crazy that even is possible for them to be a tester. Now, a lot of testers will bullshit and be like, oh, it's based off of like how active you are in the community. But this, what I just found, I'm also not saying the names of any of these testers. This is a prime example of like why the testing system sucks. It's not based off of if you're active or if you know how to test a game, if you know how to find bugs. Because you can just find bugs by playing the game. Half of the bugs that come out during updates literally only exist because the testers don't do jack shit. They literally don't do jack. They just fuck around with the features. They don't actually play. They don't do shit. Now, don't get me wrong. There are definitely some testers that are active. Like, I'm 100% certain that there are some testers that are active. I know testers that are active that actually test the damn game. But there is not enough that are active. Like, this guy. I'm going to search another random tester. Tester. I searched their messages. They have 2,000 messages. They've also been here since 2017. Their last message was on May 9th of 2024. It is coming up on a month since they last talked. It is insane to me how the testing system works. It's just stupid. And I don't want this video to drag on too much, but I just want you guys to know it needs a rework. I obviously think that's obvious, but like, it's insane. I honestly thought I found the worst of it until I looked at someone random and I was like, oh, I've never heard of this person. And then I realized why I've never heard of this person. They've been in the server since 2017, but they have 2,217 messages. It is insane. By the way, they had 3 messages on May 9th. And then the last time they talked before that was in level 25 chat on November 16th. No, it was November. November 16th. No, October 16th. October 16th. My bad. October 16th. October. Do you have any idea how insane that is? October 16th is the last time you talked in a Discord server that you're supposed to be testing a game for. You do not test shit. You don't do shit. And also, some of their fucking messages, it was only because they got pinged. They typed because they got pinged by a member and they said, you're on thin ice. You had not typed since October 16th and you come back and say, you're on thin ice. Like, shut your ass up, bro. I genuinely, fully believe this. If anyone sees this, like Tech Level 80, Vetex, Christ, even Selectorch, send this to Vetex. I fully believe that there needs to be some talk about testers. Because if you look at the testers, they're inactive as fuck. If I look at tester discussion, its last message was at 9:49 p.m., which is perfectly fine, because there probably isn't much that needs testing right now. But, like, it is insane to me, the amount of little activity. I also feel like this game just they need more mods. And they also need to go through some tickets. Because, like, I'm looking at the tickets. And don't worry about how, but there are a lot of bug report tickets. Like, there are so many. And I'm happy to see that they prioritize some over others, which is good. Because there are a lot of bugs that need priority fixing. However, the fact that there are patch notes going in that say untested is insane to me. For the love of God, Vetex, Tech Level 80, Selectorch, anyone who can do something about testers, go through the testers' messages and decide who should stay. And recruit new testers. It doesn't even have to be, like, a YouTuber. Find someone active. Like, I would not want to be tester, but I would definitely be willing to do it if it means that we can actually have a slightly smooth game that isn't filled with just stupidity and just insane testers. Because it does not make sense to me how insane that just testers can run free and do jack fucking shit. The fact that there is a tester that has not typed since May 9th and before that October of 2023, and they've been here since 2017 and have 2,200 messages. It is actually fucking crazy to me how that happens. And once again, I'm looking at a random person, a contributor, and they are a tester and a friend of Vetex. And I search their username, and they have 20,000 messages. But their last one was in November of 2023 on the 16th. And they have been here since 2017 again. And something I think just a lot of... I think this goes to all game devs. Just because someone is your friend does not mean they're reliable as a tester. Not everyone is as passionate as you will be, or someone who's actually in the community. Now, obviously, you gotta monitor who goes in and comes out. But at the same time, the amount of testers that do jack shit is crazy to me. And I really wish I could name drop these testers that I'm looking at, because they wouldn't even know. They genuinely would have no idea that they got called out, because that's how inactive these people are. That is how inactive someone is. That they wouldn't know if they were being called out. Do you have any idea how crazy that is? There's another tester that hasn't typed since 2017, but they have 58,000 messages at least. But they haven't typed since December 5th of 2023. It's been 6 months exactly onto the day that I'm recording this. And it's coming up on exactly 6 months at 5:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be 6 months since this goddamn tester has typed. You have any idea how crazy that is? And the funnier thing, right, is before that, the last time they had typed was November 13th. So they were active just every now and then. Now, I feel as if they need to find people who will actually test the game. It shouldn't be based off of, oh, I'm friends with Vetex. I'll test the game, because it's dumb. I'm looking at the tester thing, and pretty much a good 40% of them have the friend role. 40%. And you want to know how many of them are active? 20%. It is crazy. The friend role exists. Give them the friend role. They do not need tester. Or take into consideration the inactive testers. They can keep their tester. They don't even need to lose it. Just get new testers. Get some more testers in, because it is insane to me how this is how the game is running. And before this video gets any longer, I would like to say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.